Okay. Now we will see some the same what we have studied now. Design parameters. We will see design of lift system. Design of the lift system. So we will see some of the important points here one by one. Okay. See here, design of lift factors. So what are the factors? Already we have understood, no? Population or number of people who are using lift. Handling capacity or maximum flow rate, it is in percentage, is very important. Remember, for the problem we are denoting it by H. We are denoting it by H. Okay. Handling capacity or maximum flow rate required by the people. Okay. Interval or quality of service required. Okay. Speed, waiting time. Okay, that is the thing. Three things are very very important. So now, so here regarding population, some standard tables are given. Population is calculated based on the occupancy type of the building, based on the occupancy type of the building. Okay, so now for residential building, for one person, what is the area? If there are 10 people, so for one person 12.5, 10 means 125 square meter, 125 square meter. Similarly for educational, 4 meter. Okay, because number of students or number of students are increasing, so that is why we provide lesser space for one person. But for residential it is more. Institutional means big company, big this one. Okay, assembly hall, very huge population will be there, so that is why very very less space for one person, less space for one person. So that is why government is not telling to get accumulated in these public spaces during this COVID-19 spread. Okay, so that is why they are not allowed, very very less space. For business, 10 square meter per one person. Mercantile means what? Shops, there 3 and 6. Okay, industry, storage, hazardous, so for them 10, 30, 10, 10 square meter per one person. Okay, like that. For one person, what is the occupancy area? This is the standard. Okay, you can take assumption from this one. Okay, above area person is gross area, so that is the gross area of the floor in square meter. Okay, in case of office building, 75% of the inherent occupancy is expected to arrive in time. So if there are 10 people, 7.5 people or 8 people will use that in the peak period. That is the one. Floating population may also be there to counterfeit the effect of late coming persons. Okay, for them also it is used. 100% population calculator from the floor occupancy basis to be adopted for total population. In the design, whatever the population you have calculated now, so the total 100% should be used. Okay. Quantity of service we have discussed now. The quantity the quantity of service is a measure of passenger handling capacity, how much passengers they are using. It is measured in terms of the total number of passengers handled during each 5 minutes peak of the period. It's already discussed the peak time for 5 minutes, how many passengers it will transport. That is the quantity of service. What is this? Okay, quality of service. The quality of service on the other hand is generally measured by the passenger waiting time. So the quality, waiting time are proportional. Lesser waiting time, good quality. Larger waiting time, poor quality. So that is why for excellent, the waiting time is very less, 20 to 25 seconds. Similarly, for good fare, the waiting time is increased, 30 to 35, 35 to 40. Okay. For poor, 40 to 45 seconds waiting time. If it is more than 45 seconds, then it will be unsatisfactory. Okay. So very important term, handling capacity and RTT. Okay, handling capacity is calculated by the formula. What is that? H equal to 300 into Q into 100 divided by T into P, divided by T into P. What is H? Handling capacity. That is what we have understood as the percentage of peak population. Okay, how much it can handle, how much it can handle for the peak population. 80 people are there, what percentage it can handle, okay, during the 5 minute. Q is average number of passengers carried in the car, 8%, 10%, like that. T is what? Here T is there, no? T is the waiting interval, 20 seconds, 30 seconds, okay, like that. What is this P? What is this P? Total population to be handled during the peak morning period. Total population, okay, it is related to the area by particular bank of lift. Okay, so here the Q, what is this Q? Average number of passengers. So the Q depends upon dimensions of the car. If the dimensions are more, capacity Q will be more. It may be noted that the capacity loaded always to its maximum capacity during each trip, means what, it is designed for maximum capacity. Therefore the calculation value of Q is taken as 80% of the maximum carry capacity of the car. Okay, if it can carry 10 persons, so Q is considered as 8 persons. So Q is average persons using the passengers. Okay, waiting interval is calculated by the formula T equal to RTT divided by N. What is this RTT? It is the round trip time. What is T? Waiting interval. What is N? Number of lift. Okay, this is the equation. How to calculate RTT? Round trip time. It is the average time required by lift in taking one full load of passengers from ground floor and discharge them in various upper floors and coming back to ground floor for taking fresh passengers for the next trip. Do you understand this point? What is RTT? Round trip time. From ground floor, it is taking 10 passengers. Okay, it is going to third floor, fourth floor. So each floor it is dispatching one or two floors. At the last, it is emptying, and again it is coming back to the ground floor. So the time taken for one complete round trip, so that is called as RTT. It's called as RTT. N is number of lift. Waiting interval is generally RTT by N. Okay, so RTT, how to calculate RTT? It is the sum of all this. It's sum of all this. Very simple, no? Time for entry of passengers. Okay, exit of passengers on each floor. Time required to exit. Time required to entry. Door closing time. Door opening time. Okay, all are these. Okay, so acceleration period, stopping and leveling period, period for full rated speeds between stops and going up, period of full rated speeds between stops and going down. So entry, exit time, door opening, door closing time, acceleration time, stopping time, speeding up time. So when you combine all these things, you will get RTT. RTT for all the things. Okay, so it is observed that H, handling capacity, is inversely proportional to the waiting time. It's inversely proportional to the waiting time, capital T, which in turn is directly proportional to RTT. Okay, so the round trip time can be decreased not only by increasing the speed. If you increase the speed, so it will take lesser time, no? So if you increase the speed, round trip time can be decreased, but also by improving the design of equipment related to opening and closing and landing and car doors, acceleration, deceleration, leveling, passenger movement. Okay. So RTT, finally it is the time required for all these operations. Okay. So the Q, the handling capacity, is it's indirectly or inversely proportional to T and inversely proportional to RTT. So how RTT can be reduced? By increasing the speed as well as by arrangement of these conditions. Okay. The most important factor in shortening the time consumed between the entry and exit of the passenger to the lift car is correct design of the door. If you properly design the door and proper car width you design, then the shortening time is very reduced. Okay, for comfortable entry and exit. Okay, it has been found that most suitable door width is 1 meter, and that for car width is 2 meter. Okay, so it is exactly half of the car width. Okay, so you can decrease the width size of, so you can entry exit time will be changed. So the utilization of center opening door is always good. So center opening doors takes very less time to open the doors as well as to close the doors. Okay, capacity. What do you mean by this capacity? minimum size of the car recommended for single purpose building is 1 suitably duty load of 884 kg. Okay, so for larger building car load with 2040 kg. Okay, what about this layout? The width of car is determined by width of entrance, very important. The depth of car is regulated by loading per square meter. So center opening doors are most practicable and most efficiency entrance for the passenger lift. Okay, speed. What about the speed? It is dependent upon quality of service required and the quality of service desired. Therefore, no set formula is given. Okay? So, so always we have multiple formulas to use, but NBC codebook has provided one simple solution. Okay, assuming some data, calculating the H, it has given some standard ones. Okay, so the capacity, layout, speed, all are determined.